Thanks a lot, Palak, for the wonderful introduction and the hosting. So, today we are joined by an inspiring couple whose journey proves that commitment, teamwork, and small, consistent steps can lead to big transformation. Together, they have not only transformed their health, but they have also motivated many around them by walking the talk, literally and figuratively. Let's welcome Ashutosh and Gunjan, a duo whose story is a true testament to the power and part of partnership in wellness. So let me invite both of you onto the screen.
Thanks, Abhishek.
Great. So rather than me introducing, how about both of you, Gunjan and Ashutosh, introduce? I know both of you work in senior position in IT, but tell us a little about your world apart from your titles.
Yeah, okay. Hi everyone, I'm Gunjan and we are logged in from Amsterdam, Netherlands. As Abhishek said, I work for IT, and besides that, I'm a mother of two children, a homemaker is along with my professional life. And I come from UP. There's a town called Saharanpur. That's where I belong to. I think that's about it. And besides that, I am very much interested into health now after my transformation, of course.
Yeah, hi, I'm Ashutosh. So the first part exactly the same, but I am father of two kids. I am based out of, I'm from Lucknow, UP, and living in Netherlands since last 7 years. I joined this WQ community 3 years back, did my transformation, which we will talk about in our session this week. It's today.
Wonderful. So, as Ashutosh mentioned, he started his transformation a couple of years back, almost 2.5, 3 years back. We didn't know each other, right? And you, I think, had got my reference through one of our common friends who was a client
Yeah.
for me. So, talk a little about Ashutosh, maybe you and then Gunjan, about your health condition before the program. Why did you approach me? What was the situation?
Yeah, I remember I was around 85 plus kgs, and I was a big foodie. I'm also a big foodie right now. So because of that overweight condition, I used to get back pain a lot. So we have two kids, and then every now and then they will request you to hang them around or take them in your lap. So you can't deny those requests, but then afterwards you get your back pain. And once you get that back pain, I am on bed for 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I don't go to office. I can't do anything else. So that gives too much unease to you. Apart from that, I was having my visceral fat. I used to have fatty liver, my subcutaneous fat, everything was on a higher side. At that point of time, I was 36 years, but my body age was around 40 plus. So that gave me an alarming signal that I need to do something on my weight or on my health. And then I saw one of my friends post on Facebook. Then I approached you. Let's have a talk. And then rest is history.
Thank you so much, Ashutosh. And how about you, Gunjan?
So Ashutosh had been with you, Abhishek and Anjali, doing his transformation. But almost 2.5 years later, when he was done with it and he was living his thing, so we were already following what we used to follow because during his transformation, we got to certain habits which he was learning from you guys. So we learned as a family and we were doing all those things. But as a regular idea of doing checkups, we do that whenever we go to India. So last year, I figured out that I was a pre-diabetic and also had hypothyroidism. So that literally, shocked me because I thought I was not overweight. I'm not obese at all, and I am maybe also living good habits. But you don't know. You think you are doing good, but everything good that you're doing, you don't know if it's good for you or not. So maybe that was happening to me. So the moment I saw that these were high, so I must tell you that I also am high on cholesterol genetically. So I was on medication of that. So as a prevention, I always get myself self-checked. So that's when I figured out that I was also high on like I was pre-diabetic and hypothyroidism. So when I saw those, I was like shocked. I was taken aback that this cannot happen. I cannot continue taking medications. I'm not even 40 yet. So I literally decided that I will take professional help and get this thing sorted as soon as possible. And that's when I knew where to go. I knew you guys work on the reversal, so I turned up to you and I was helped.
Wonderful. I still remember when Ashutosh, you guys were in India and Ashutosh had approached. But before reaching there, um, you had already completed your transformation, Ashutosh, almost 2.5, 3 years back. So talk a little about, you talked about your condition before the program, right? What happened during those 4 months and what did you achieve? What did we achieve together?
I think habit building is the main thing which you guys do in this program, because for 4 months, if you follow the same kind of habit, I mean, having breakfast on time, salad, lunch, dinner, protein, fiber, supplements, so you get to that habit, and then once you get that habit, you don't want to go into another state because you have achieved your health condition after so much of effort, right? So you don't want to go into the after the program is over, you are okay now 72, 73 kgs, and you have perfectly fine, your levels are normal. So let's have some cheat days on and off. So that's okay, but you will always try to compensate those cheat days with your detox or with some other additional workouts, so that everything is still on balance.
Wonderful. So I remember you telling me you were a puri lover, right? All your
Yeah,
friends,
yeah.
you
Whenever Gunjan used to ask me how many puri should I make, I said, "Puri kaun गिन के खाता है यार?"
and all your friends used to make puri, especially when you guys went to their home, right?
Seriously.
Yeah.
So did you, oh, as you mentioned, right? Cheat meals, or in a better term, reward meals, right? Did you avoid everything during those 4 months?
No, so there were some cheat days. So I mean, ऐसा नहीं कि पूरी एकदम ही छोड़ दी, तो कहीं गए तो 4 पूरी खा के that's on. लेकिन उसके बाद after couple of hours I will go for a 5 kilometers run or additional steps, or and the next day I will have some less breakfast, or I will do more cardio. So I used to compensate those 4 puris with some additional effort.
Wonderful. So what was the result after 4 months?
Yeah, now, I mean, after 4 months, but I can also talk about right now. So, much better. I mean, my now body age is like 36. I am now 39, but my body age is 36. So, and I'm aiming to reduce it more and more. So, I try to make it in mid 30s. I'm going to Taekwondo. I've started kickboxing. I'm started running marathons. So, I think I'm in a much better shape.
Wonderful. Yes. You completed your first marathon, I think, 2 months back, right? The 10K run. And it was so wonderful, right? And you trying different things. We can have a pic also. We are ready with that. You completing and sharing your picture, how you, yeah, completed your 10,000 kilometers. That was wonderful. Next week, I get to know you are running 5K. So,
No, half marathon, 21 kilometers.
oh, sorry, half marathon, not 5K, half marathon. Okay, wonderful. Great, great. Now, coming to you, Gunjan, now typically what generally people say, right? Can you give me some tips? Okay, just tell me some ideas. I want to work on my health. Or people ask their friends if somebody has gone through their transformation, rather than reaching to a professional, they do that. Now, Ashutosh had himself completed his health transformation 2.5 years back. Why didn't you choose to ask him for guidance, though you knew what he was eating, obviously, because you were helping him, rather you approaching us again?
So, Abhishek, I think I have a very clear answer to this. The point was that we were already doing good things because he had learned a lot of things, and I think that's the good thing about this program which he did, and that's why I maybe turned to you guys again. That it's not just about a day or a 4 months came during the program. It's about having it sustainably throughout your life ahead, and you just don't focus on one individual person. The things that you do are mostly by keeping in mind that everybody in the family can adjust to that, so there are no separate meals for everyone in the house. So that ways we were going good, but when I figured out these conditions, I was thinking that what are we doing wrong? So that's the moment I realized that whatever we are doing, which is in general good, maybe that's not helping me. Like each and everything is not something I should be doing because of my conditions. So that's where I thought that I don't know, and I don't want to basically waste time looking for information here and there, because there's lots of information around and you get confused about it. So there's so many myths running around. Somebody saying something about say have millets, and somebody says okay, leave wheat. So that confuses us. So at that moment when I had these conditions, I had no clue why this is happening, because I thought I was living a good lifestyle. So I thought, no, let's not waste time, and let's ask the people who are already dealing with it. And so I think without a delay, we got our reports, and I think on the second day we were calling you for it.
Yes, absolutely. I like what you said today, right? That when our mobile stops working or any, let's say, electronic stops working, we don't open it and start repairing ourselves, right? Which is maybe 50,000, a lakh maximum. But anything happens with our body, what we try to do first, a lot of people, not everyone, but a lot of people start doing that themselves, right? And you did the right thing when you approached, and that's how we started working. Now, do you want to tell your transformation, what happened afterwards?
I think the transformation was good because there wasn't something which I was doing, which was few things are stretched, but not as much, because I think we were not living our basic lifestyle. We were doing quite some part of it, but there were few do's and don'ts, some expert advice I think which we needed, which you and Anjali helped us with. And I think that tracking that you guys do, that you keep in touch with us every other day, and keep on checking like what we did, what not. I think that that personalized touch of every day which you guys do, I think that helps, because now I'm with the mindset that today Abhishek is going to ask me whether I did this or not. So when I did that for quite long, like for 4 months, I think it becomes a habit. That's exactly what even Ashutosh said. So it becomes a habit. So initially, when I started the program, it was more like I did few cheats without even telling you guys, and then later I told I did this thing. So I think initially it was happening, but after crossing these 4 months, I don't get that urge to cheat. And even if I'm cheating, I know how is that I have to compensate. I think that's the major learning from both of us, how to prepare for our cheat days. And if you cheat, how is that you compensate? Not by eating less necessarily, but by, going back to the correct nutrition, and going back to your correct exercises, making sure you're sleeping good. So I think that's what I've learned. It's more, what I would call it is not any nutrition or any other program. I would more call it like a training program. So where I was trained that how am I supposed to live looking at my health conditions, so that I don't get back to them in the future. So I think that's my learning, Abhishek.
Wonderful. In fact, we really liked when me and Anjali, you approached us, and when we were helping you, you didn't wait for conditions to worsen, right? Your condition was not out of the range, right? It was pre-diabetic, yes. TSH levels were higher, yes. Maybe we worked on your muscle mass, your body age decreased, all of that happened. But still, you were not like off the marks. So, but still you worked, and Ashutosh had already done his transformation. So you knew the basic concepts, but obviously both of you did wonderful in your transformation. Now, you've also taken it a step further by raising awareness and inspiring many other facing similar health challenges. What made you do this?
So, yeah, that's a good question. That's because I did my transformation. I always thought that I knew a lot, and but I still landed with these conditions. So with that, I realized that everything what's running around, which is good for everybody, like I said, is most probably not good for you. So I thought that this is an eye opener for a person like me. I'm not obese, but still I have health conditions. So people who are not obese, who are lean, they always think that they're fit. But there's a different definition of fitness altogether, which people do not know. So that really attracted me, and that's something which motivates me to motivate people and encourage them and tell them about what it means to be fit. So the regular symptoms which are now normalized, like you have headache every morning, or you have breathlessness if you just maybe climb 2 floors. So this is not normal for people who are less than 40 or even in their 50s. So that's something I really want to bring an awareness around and help people to, realize that, to bring that change for themselves and have the best version of themselves at a particular age that they are in.
Wonderful. Great. Now, Ashutosh, is there anything you would like to share with others who are going through a similar journey or plan to go through a transformation?
I think listening to your coach is the only thing you need to do, because otherwise information is there everywhere. I mean, on Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, that what to do, what not to do if your cholesterol level is high, if your thyroid level is high. So don't experiment on yourself. Just listen to your coach, and be consistent in your day-to-day routine or whatever the program is there for you. I think that's the only thing. And after you achieve your health condition is fine. Maintaining that thing is another task. So just prove to yourself, because you have achieved that condition after so much of effort. So maintaining that thing is the other milestone which needs to be done.
Absolutely, because you have been doing it yourself for the last 3 years, and it makes sense completely. Gunjan, anything you want to add?
No, I think it's just lovely to get connected with this community all together. I used to do a lot of things by myself, but now it's just becoming bigger and bigger. And this, I also realized that how I was interested in this, but this community especially motivated me and maybe helped me to identify, okay, this is one field I really like to, work in.
Thank you so much. It was wonderful hearing you both. Please read through the messages, and back to Palak. Thanks.